now Riverfront Stadium. They're hoping it's going to be the site of something incredible in an hour. They're hoping they'll be celebrating a championship here of the Freeport International Tournament, the unlicensed version. As Cincinnati, leading 1-0 is going for the championship against Detroit in 1984. Welcome everybody here to Riverfront Stadium. This is, well, let's put it this way. This is a huge task for Detroit. Detroit's got to come in here and win, and they got to win at home tomorrow in Game 3. That's how they would win the championship. Pat Zachary will pitch for Cincinnati in a possible deciding game. He's 1-1, 11 2/3. He's given up 13 hits, 4 runs. Struck out 4, walked 2. His ERA is 3.09. But that's not really the biggest thing. We could go stats and facts and figures, and we can say that all day. But the real story here is can Cincinnati take their image of I can't win the big one and at least start to repair it? It's one thing if you lose in a championship game to a high-quality team like a Baltimore or a Toronto or even the New York Mets, then we can say, oh, wow, look at that. You know, they were just a break here or there. But to lose in the first round to the Kansas City Royals, you got to bounce back. And next year in the Champions League, everybody knows that even if they win today, they're going to have a big sort of, you got to win a playoff series. And right now, it is Detroit and Cincinnati here, and Detroit is supposedly fodder for this. The first game, Cincinnati won 9-4. They led 4-1 in the 9th inning, a 3-run home run by Lance Parrish, and they scored 5 in the top of the 11th and won the game 9-4 in 11 innings. I'm telling you right now, Cincinnati doesn't win here, it's going to be tough. It's going to be just tough everywhere around. Detroit is a huge underdog today, and if they win today, even tomorrow. But it's more so today than tomorrow, because if you win today, you're showing it can be done at a visiting team stadium, and you play your own stadium tomorrow. Do it. They got Trammell, Garvey, and Gibson. Gibson will now be hitting third instead of first. Kirk Gibson was hitting leadoff yesterday, and in Game 3 of the title game, and now he's hitting third. Chad Lemon, Lou Whitaker, and Lance Parrish, Evans, Cromartie, and Brookins. So we shift around the lineup a little bit, so we're ready to go. Pat Zachary will start off for Cincinnati. And the first pitch of this game is going to be a ball outside, 1-0 to Alan Trammell. So inning number 1, top of the first inning. That's going to be a strike, 1-1. Cincinnati and Detroit. Detroit trying to tie this series up, and it's going to be a ball 2-1. Detroit had high hopes in their own Champions League, and they want to get back there. Both these teams lost in the first round. That's going to be a foul ball as it curves, and it's going to be 1-2. 2-2 now. But they lost in the first round to the Florida Marlins of the round of 16. I should say the round of 16, they got past the group stage pretty well. Lost in the round of 16. So it's 3-2. Alan Trammell. And he's going to foul that one off again. Look at that thing curve. Full count here early to Alan Trammell. First batter of the game. And it's going to be to left field. Underneath and racing after it is George Foster. He makes the catch, 1 out. Yesterday there was 2 runs and 2 hits combined. First 4 innings between these teams. Barbaro Garvey, and that's going to be low 1-0. Cincinnati knows the first 3 innings are the key to winning it all. That's going to be low 2-0. First inning runs throughout this entire tournament have been big. 3 balls and no strikes. We haven't had a 1-2-3, 1-2-3 first inning. I don't think broadcasting-wise yet. That's going to be a strike, 3-1. So Garvey is hitting .269, no home runs, 3 RBI. That's going to be fouled back, still 3-2. throw, Garb. Struck him out. Zachary gets 2 down. A lot of pitches to get the first 2 batters. 13 to get the first 2. And here's Kirk Gibson, who was 308 hitter in the regular season. 333 here. So 2 outs for Detroit. It's going to be a strike. Wondering what Cincinnati's going to do in the bottom portion of the inning. They hit Kirk Gibson. So he's on first, and he gets plunked for the second time. Gibson. Here's Chet Lemon. Chet Lemon for Detroit. That's going to be outside, ball 1. 1-0. The first inning, it's Detroit nothing and Cincinnati nothing. Lemon, it's going to be 1-1. He takes that. Pat Zachary to Chet Lemon with 2 outs here. It'll be 2-1. Kirk Gibson is on first. I don't think he has the speed to score from there. Unless it's a full count, he's got a running start. It'll be 2-2. Zachary to Lemon. It's going to be low 3-2. 3-2, Zachary to Lemon. 3-2. Walked him, so he walks the first. So last 2 have gone on because of a walk. 1 because Gibson got hit, and the second one was because of a walk. Gibson and Lemon are on. Here's Lou Whitaker. Zachary has walked the last 2. 1 he hit, the other one was 4 balls. That only counts as 1 walk on the stat. And that's going to be a ball. 22, 23rd pitch. Swing and a miss here, it'll be 1-1. Detroit nothing, Cincinnati nothing. Top of the first inning, did he go? Yes, he did, but it was right down the middle. It's going to be 1-2. This is big. Detroit would like to get up early here against Cincinnati. The 1-2. Going to be fouled back. They know Cincinnati's going to be putting pressure early. 1-2 with 2 outs. It's going to be inside 2-2. Cincinnati beat Philadelphia. Philadelphia A's in 1929 at their place. Again, we have a full count. When we look at this, it's 27 pitches. 28. Struck him out, and that's it. No runs, no hits, no errors, but they had 2 get on because of free passage. 1 because he got hit, and the second one because he walked at the bottom of the first inning. It's Detroit nothing and Cincinnati nothing. Bottom of the first inning, Cincinnati. It's Ken Griffey Sr. Griffey, that's down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Jack Morris starts off, first time in the postseason. He's had to throw anything. Actually, second time. First time he pitched 7 1/3. Gave up 11 runs against the Pirates. On 13 hits, struck out 7, walked 2. That was all him. Nobody else. That's going to be a swing and a miss, 1-2. Bottom of the first inning, they put Jack Morris out there, and that's going to be a strikeout, number 1. Morris had a terrible outing against the Pirates, but here he starts out with a strikeout. Ken Griffey Sr. and Cesar Geronimo will come up. Hitting second, and that's going to be low ball 1. Cesar 323, a home run and 5 RBIs. Not many postseason games next year's Champions League. 64 teams. 6 series. Take over a month to do. Morris will pick it up and throw to first, and they got an out there. It's going to be 2 outs. Cincinnati and Detroit. It could be a foreshadowing of a playoff matchup next year. That's going to be a strike, 0-1. Could be foreshadowing. Morris against Foster. Swing and a miss here, 0-2 quickly. Jack Morris wants to get out of this, and 11 pitches, that would be huge. Morris struck him out, and that's going to be the end of the first inning. Jack Morris does what he does best. Nobody gets a run or a hit in the first inning for either one of these teams. We go to the second. Here's Pat Zachary against Lance Parrish. Might have been the hero yesterday. A 3-run home run, but that went all for naught as they lost in 11. It's going to be a ball inside. Parrish, it's going to be right down the middle, 1-1. Base is empty. He's only hitting 263, although that was a huge step up from his playoff average, though he's come on in the last couple at-bats. 1-2 to Lance Parrish, who was so offensive in the Champions League. It's going to be 2-2. Pat Zachary, the 2-2. That's going to be a shot to Concepcion. He's going to throw to Perez and get the out. And that's going to be 1 out. Top of the second, here comes Darrell Evans. A lot of pitches in the first inning and not many here. It's going to be a strike here, 0-1. Top of the second inning, Detroit and Cincinnati. It's going to be fouled back here, 0-2. Yeah, it's going to be instead of the group stage and then the round of 16. Of course, we're going to have more. That's the right field, and it's foul. Barely curved. 0-2. But instead of the group stage and the round of 16 and series is starting, we're not going to have a group stage. It's going to be 64. It's going to be 1-2. Zachary to Evans. 7-game series. And it's going to be ball 2. 2-2 with 1 out. Zachary to Evans. It's going to be outside, ball 3. 6 rounds, a 7-game series. That's going to be big. Zachary. He walked him. Again, another Detroit Tiger gets on base without getting a hit. That's the third time today something like that's happened. 2 walks and a hit batter, and here comes Warren Cromartie, the 8th hitter, and they throw to first. He's safe. Evans has stole no bases. Trammell with 2. He leads the team. This is Evans on first. It's a strike. Here in game number 2, Cincinnati wins. They win the Freeport tournament. And it's going to be low ball 1. 1-1 with an out. Pitch, a swing and a miss here. It's going to be 1-2 with 1 out. Detroit nothing, Cincinnati nothing. 1-2. It's going to be fouled off and curved back. Still going to be 1-2. 1-2. Struck him out and another strikeout. It's going to be Pat Zachary's third of the day, and it's going to be 2 outs. Tell you what, this has been a quick first couple innings, ever since the long first inning. And here's Tom Brookins here in the second inning to end it. Are they going to go to second? No, but that's going to be a strike. So Evans trying to go, but they decided not to. The 0-1. It's going to be outside 1-1. Brookins. Oh, it's a wild pitch, and it's going to go to second. Evans will go to second. That'll be big if he can get a base hit here and score. It's going to be 2-1. With 2 outs here in the second. Zachary to Brookins. It's going to be fouled back 2-2. 2-2, and it hit him. It hit him, and he goes to first. That's the second batter he's hit. This is not Pat Zachary's greatest day. He's a rookie, and with the ton of pressure on him right now, he won, I think, Rookie of the Year. He was absolutely incredible during the Champions League, but now again 2-1, and Detroit is threatening Alan Trammell, and it's going to be a strike. 2 for 1 today. He's hitting .400. Detroit getting a lot of base runners here. It's going to be 1-1. It's a ball. So another long top of the inning. Zachary to Trammell. That's going to be curved foul, and it'll be 2-2. This is really big. It'll be 1-2. So this is very big as Detroit and Cincinnati. The second inning, Zachary. And a little looper, first baseman Perez comes underneath. Actually, Morgan call for it and make the catch. Go to the bottom of the second inning, the score. Detroit, nothing. Cincinnati, nothing. Joe Morgan will come up. Jack Morris went 1, 2, 3 in 10 pitches. He's had a lot of rest. Not sure whether that's a good or a bad thing, and that's going to be a ball inside. Morgan, Perez, and Rose. Perez and Rose, the two that doing really well. That's going to be fouled off 1-1. Joe Morgan is hitting 240. Pitcher, it's going to be low ball 2. Jack Morris has had some really good games, especially in the Champions League. That's going to be a shot right there. Second to first, you got an out. Lou Whitaker goes to Evans. Darrell Evans. And here's Tony Perez. Perez has been incredible. He once went 0 for 3 in a game and had 2 RBI. Get that. It's going to be a strike. Get that. A sacrifice doesn't count as an at-bat. Figure that out. That's going to be a shot to center field and a base hit. Perez is hot and he keeps it going. The game's first base hit. He gets a single. But the second and the sixth innings are always big for Cincinnati. As here's Pete Rose, who had a 3-run home run yesterday. One on with 1 out. And inside, he held up. It's going to be 1-0. Pete Rose in the bottom of the second inning. It's going to be low ball 2. Perez is on first with 1 out. Detroit doesn't want to give up anything. It's going to be a strike here. Detroit, no way they want to give up a run here in the second. They're going to go, no they won't. It's going to be 3-1. Perez and Rose both could get on for bench with 1 out. 3-1. Inside ball 4 for Rosen. Perez and Rose both get on with 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. And Johnny Bench. Johnny was clutch in the Champions League, not so much here. That's going to be outside ball 1. Cincinnati does it. You think you're doing well against them, and all of a sudden, 4 batters, they make 3 runs. There you go. No, he didn't, but it was a strike anyway called. 1-1 for Morris to Bench. That's going to be a strike there, 1-2. 1 out. Maybe it was designed. Maybe it was an intentional walk. Who knows? Strikes out Johnny Bench. And Johnny Bench has had a tough postseason. Here comes Dan Dreesen, hitting 269. It's going to be high ball 1. Bottom of the second inning, Cincinnati and Detroit. Pitch, it's going to be to left field, and it'll be foul, barely curving. This is what they do. They get 2 outs, and they get like 2 on, and all of a sudden with 2 outs, they always get the base hit. Morris is trying to stop that. The 1-1 to Dreesen. That's going to be to left field. And that'll curve foul again. He's going opposite. It's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Out of the second inning. 0-0 Detroit and Cincinnati. 1-2 foul again. Dreesen, of course, is famous for staying alive and getting that 2-out base hit with 2 strikes on him. Look at the shift in the outfield. That's incredible. Struck him out, though. He doesn't get it this time. And we end 2 innings. And at the end of 2 innings, the score: Detroit 0, Cincinnati 0. Third inning, Barbara Garvey will come up. Pat Zachary again. Remember, Detroit didn't have, a swing and a miss. It's close to the strike zone, but it was outside, but it's 0-1. Garvey will come up against Zachary. And it's quickly 0-2. Garvey, Gibson, and Lemon. Remember, Gibson got the home run in the fourth inning yesterday off the perfect game. And that, it's going to be a strikeout. Zachary has 4 in the game. Here's Kirk Gibson. So Gibson got the first base hit yesterday for Detroit. It was a home run. Detroit has not had the lead in the series. It's 1-0 Cincinnati, 1-1. Cincinnati scored to go ahead, and they never looked behind until Detroit tied it. Detroit has only tied it, not taking the lead. Swing and a miss here, and Gibson goes down, so he doesn't get the first base hit here. And with 2 outs here in the top of the third, Zachary's on a groove. Here's Chad Lemon. Lemon again, he walked his first time up. It's low ball 1. Not a perfect game at all for Zachary. 3 runners have been on. Lemon goes 1-1, but no hits. Zachary to Lemon. It's going to be low 2-1. 2-1 with 2 outs. Cincinnati nothing, Detroit nothing. That's going to be fouled back 2-2 with 2 outs. 3 of his 6 hits have been home runs. Struck him out there, and that'll end the inning. Detroit's got nothing through 3. They're late starters. They got to be late here, but it's still only 1 hit through 3 innings. Go to the bottom of the third. Jack Morris pitching a good game to Dave Concepcion. His first time up today, Morris. Concepcion to center field, and this one's going to hit the wall, a base hit. Concepcion to second base, and Concepcion will stop there. So a guy that was hitting .067 coming into the series, coming into the third game against Philadelphia, I should say, is now lighting it up. And here's Ken Griffey. Griffey struck out in the first inning, and Morris has to get that back. It's going to be inside for a ball. 2 hits for Cincinnati. Concepcion is on second. Game number 2. Pitch, it's going to be a strike. 1-1. If Detroit wins, it's an all or nothing in Detroit tomorrow. Pitch, it's going to be outside 2-1. Concepcion a leadoff double to this inning. Nobody out. That's going to be fouled again, 2-2. Morris against Griffey. Outside, and the count will be full. Morris is getting up his pitch count here. He doesn't want to do it. It's happening now, the 3-2. And that's going to be ball 4, so first and second with nobody out. Wondering if that was close. And not even close. It's way down low. Here's Cesar Geronimo, 0 for 1 today. 2 on with nobody out. That's going to be a strike. I'm telling you what, right now, this could be Cincinnati's break that they need. They got 2 on but nobody out. Morris. It's going to be high, 1-1. Jack Morris did not have a good outing the last time he was out here playing the Pirates. He gave up 6-3 and 2, and then nothing from there. It's going to be 2. This is 4-6-4. How about that for a double play? Cesar Geronimo, and it's going to be 2 outs. Right there, this is going to be the end of the inning. Oh, wow, Cincinnati on the first pitch. On the first pitch. Oh, my goodness. 2 on with nobody out. 2 pitches later. Double play and a ground out. Second to first. Nobody scored. We go to the 4th. Well, in 2 days, through 4 innings total, through 8 innings in 2 days. The first 4 innings of each. So far, we've had a total of, what was it? It was 4th inning, 1-1. So it is 2 runs on 4 hits in 8 innings total. 7 total. Beginning of each game. That's going to be to left field. Underneath, 1 pitch and 1 out. Whitaker, he threw to Evans to get that final out. Wasn't a part of that double play. Is in the first pitch. He flies out to left. George Foster in a swing and a miss here for Lance Parrish. Fighting to get that first hit. Maybe a home run on a hit. It's going to be 1-1. He didn't go. Game number 2, the best of 3 championship. It'll be 2-1. Zachary to Parrish, 2-1. Swing and a miss here. It's going to be 2-2. 2-2 with 1 out. Swing and a miss there. Another strikeout. Pat Zachary has really gotten into his groove since the first and second innings. There's going to be 2 outs. Here's Darrell Evans. So Evans hitting .348, but all those averages are going down here for the postseason. That's going to be a strike. You can see everyone going down for both teams. Yesterday, Cincinnati had 9 runs. Perez will pick it up and wait for Zachary. Flips it to him, and that's the end of the inning. Go to the bottom of the 4th inning. They score Cincinnati nothing, Detroit nothing. Jack Morris against Joe Morgan. Morgan, Perez, and Rose. Again, he's got to start out with that. That's going to be inside for a ball. George Foster's pivotal. If he can get on base and start those 3 going. It's going to be Evans, and Evans will step on first. We got 1 out. Tony Perez, 1 for 1 today. One of the 2 base hits. To get series MVP. That's going to be a ball. I thought Perez should have got it in the semifinals, but they gave it to Pete Rose. Swing and a miss there. It's going to be 1-1. Now that's the fear, I guess, if you're Perez. It's not really a fear now. You're trying to win it all. But Pete Rose hit a 3-run home run after he had a clutch hit, and his stats look better. 1-2. That's going to be the 3rd. Brookins to Evans, and that's going to be 2 outs. Here's Pete Rose. He's on fire. Walked his first time up. In fact, Perez and Rose both got on. Perez with the hit and Rose with the walk. It's going to be a ball, 1-0. That's going to be a shot to second. Second to first, that's easy. Whitaker to Evans. In 4 innings of play here in game number 2, we go to the top of the 5th. It's 0-0. Zachary to Cromartie here in the top of the 5th. This game is starting to fly by. Everybody aggressive. Concepcion will throw to Perez. There's 1 out. On the first pitch. Zachary to Brookins. My goodness, we don't have much to say. They're swinging at everything. Brookins, nothing for nothing. I think he walked on his first time up. Swing and a miss here. It's going to be a strike. Trammell will be up next to finish the inning. 1-1. That's going to be fouled back, 1-2. Cincinnati nothing, Detroit nothing here in the 5th. That's going to be Concepcion. Throws to Perez, another out, and I'm telling you what, right now, Pat Zachary is on a groove. 79, this will be his 80th pitch, though. His first 2 innings were crazy for pitch count. It's going to be a ball down low. So Trammell, if he gets on, Garvey, but Trammell's hitting .385. No swing there, it'll be ball 2. Zachary's walked 2, he's hit a batter, but Detroit has not had a base hit. It's going to be a strike, 2-1. Zachary to Alan Trammell here. So Detroit has had base runners. That's going to be lofted to right. Let's see Joe Morgan. And Morgan makes a good catch, and that ends the inning. Detroit still without a hit. They walked many times, but not had a hit. Go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 0-0. Morris to Johnny Bench now. Bottom of the fifth inning. Johnny Bench has not had a good playoff. He's struck out many times. It's going to be a ball down low. Jack Morris here, good stamina, staying in. His 51st is ball 2. Jack Morris does not want base runners with nobody out. Swing and a miss by Bench here. It's 2-1. All inside and all trying to bait Johnny Bench. Pitch here. That's going to be fouled back, 2-2. Jack Morris looking good the first 4 innings. Will it stay? And he strikes out Johnny Bench. Detroit wins. We got an all or nothing tomorrow. Cincinnati wins. It's their championship. Here's Dak Dreesen. Here comes Dan Dreesen now. Dreesen, it's going to be a strike, 0-1 with 1 out. Both pitchers on a groove, but Pat Zachary is left in less than a gas tank left. It's going to be inside 1-1. Jack Morris, aggressive as usual, but he's laying off a little as it's 2-1 with an out. 0-0 here in the bottom of the inning. That's going to be a high pop fly, center field. And that should be easy, and making the catch is Chet Lemon. And that's going to be 2 outs. Here's Dave Concepcion, who's been on fire in the last few games. Again, the third game against Philadelphia, he was hitting .067. Swing and a miss here, and now he's hitting .250. I don't know why he doesn't have a fire symbol next to him, because he's been doing a lot. That's Concepcion to right. And underneath it, easily should be the right fielder from Marty, and he makes the catch. At the end of 5 innings of play, nothing's gone on. We go to number 6. That's Zachary to Barbaro Garvey. That one's going to be low ball 1. Detroit comes up. The 6th inning is where Cincinnati gets all their runs. It's an action inning, and everybody knows it. That's going to be a strike, 1-1. Detroit feeling some pressure, scoring this inning. As they know, Cincinnati will probably. Concepcion to Perez, 1 out. Garvey gets out, Gibson and Lemon. Gibson got the first base hit yesterday for Detroit. He hit a home run. Gibson has a chance here in the 6th to get the first hit for him, for the Tigers again. Foul it back, it's 0-1. The inside 1-1. 89th pitch to Gibson. Go, no he didn't, but it's right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's called on the spot. Struck him out, and Kirk Gibson sits down. He wants to get the first base hit for Detroit. That'll be in the 9th inning. Pending like 4 or 5 walks. Pat Zachary, and here's Chet Lemon. 2 outs. Zachary is on a roll. That's going to be a strike, 0-1. We had a no-hitter in a game 7. The only no-hitter I can think of. We broadcasted it was Game 7. The Washington Nationals beat the New York Mets. Boy, that was a big upset in itself. The Mets won the first game 8-0, but couldn't finish out the series. 2 strikes. Struck him out, and that ends the inning. Zachary has 9 strikeouts today. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Detroit really nervous now. They know that Cincinnati scores in their 6th inning. It's 0-0. First 4 innings of Game 1 and the first 6 innings of Game 2. A total of 2 runs on 4 hits in 10 innings. Griffey will start off. Morris knows that he's nervous. This is the inning that Cincinnati always scores. That's going to be a strike. They need to get Griffey, and they know that. They got that part of their lineup coming up, the meat and potatoes. That's going to be to left field. And underneath is Garvey, and that's going to be 1 out, so they get the out they want. Now here comes Cesar Geronimo, who's 0 for 2. Just get the feeling one of these next 2 will have a solid base hit. That's going to be low ball 1. Morris wants to make him earn it. He doesn't want to walk him, but you got to be careful. You know it's their inning, and it's going to be ball 2, 2-0. Morris' 65th pitch. Did he go? No, he didn't. It's going to be ball 3. He could put Cesar on and bring up George Foster. 3-0. And that's going to be ball 4, so here we go. 6th inning, and it's been a while, but Cincinnati now gets a runner on first. They always do this. They go to the 6th inning and make it theirs. Here's George Foster. Detroit has an out to work with. Foster's going to be fouled back 0-1. Foster's 0 for 2 today. Season he only hit .243. But he jacked 6 home runs and 15 RBI in 9 games. He has 3 home runs here in the playoffs. That's going to be a ball down low. Oh, if he can jack 1 here, this place would go crazy. Might be it. Swing and a miss here. It's going to be 1-2 with an out. Morris to Foster. 1-2. Struck him out, and down goes George Foster. It's going to be 2 outs. Two outs, bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes Joe Morgan. Morgan, that's going to be fouled away for a strike. Morris to Morgan. Pitch here, it's going to be outside, 1-1. Big time. Joe Morgan fouls it away again. Cincinnati always gets their runs driven in with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Go back, go ahead, go back to all their games. Look how many times that's happened. 1-2, it's going to be outside 2-2. Geronimo at first. Morgan, 2 strikes on him. It's going to be a full count, so Cesar Geronimo is going to be running. Extend this into a run. That's why you don't want to go full count with 2 outs. So here's Morris. That's going to be a shot picked up. And that's Alan Trammell to Evans, and that's going to be 3 outs, so they don't score in the 6th. Go to the 7th inning. It's still 0-0. Oh my goodness, Lou Whitaker. Whitaker here in the top of the 7th, and Pat Zachary has given up some walks, but not a hit yet. It's going to be a strike. Very close, 0 for 2 today is Whitaker. That's going to be a ball there, 1-1. First couple innings, Zachary had a lot of pitches. He had 50-some pitches. The other 4 innings, he's had 40. He's worked pretty quickly. It's going to be low 2-1. Zachary nearing 100. Like to see him get a no-hitter, but got to be realistic here. Unless he works quickly, he's got to come out. So those first couple innings will be 3-2. Will be Zachary's 100th pitch, and it's ball 4, and he walks Detroit. That is big. Detroit has now got a runner on first. Whitaker will be on first. Whitaker, Parrish, and Evans. So here comes Lance Parrish. Sparky Anderson is managing both teams. Now he's going to win the big one. He's the only one we know of that's going to win a big one out here. Going to be a strike there to Lance Parrish. Parrish was almost a hero yesterday. going to be wide a ball, all one. 1-1. Up the 7th inning. Runner on first, it's going to be 2-1 now. Starting to see Cincinnati as human players and not machines. 2-2. Zachary is 105th pitch. He still hasn't given up a hit yet. Fouls it back again. Whitaker is on first. They don't want to get two people on with nobody out. Pitch. Struck him out, and that's going to be one. For Zachary. Trying to get people on base. I don't think Cincinnati's had a runner on third. Detroit threatened in the first couple innings, but not really since then. That's going to be fouled away as Evans comes up. Evans and Cromartie here with one out in case Evans goes for the double play. It's going to be quickly 0-2 to Evans. Whitaker on first, the 0-2. It's going to be ball 1-2. 1-2, 110th pitch for Zachary. That's deep to right field, and this one is gone, and they break it. They break the no-hitter, and Evans makes it 2-0. They got one hit on the day, and that's probably it for Pat Zachary. If this were any other game, he would have been out of there, but he had a no-hitter going, and that's probably why he gave up that home run and they had him in. It's 2-0 Detroit. Cincinnati now as Will McEnany, 3 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 300 runs, 6 hits, struck out 1, walked none. His no record at his ERA is 8.10. He'll come into pitch here, trying to get out of this inning with 2-0 Detroit. Swing and a miss here by Cromartie. Darrell Evans, his 3rd home run of the playoffs, his 7th and 8th RBI, and this will be to left field. Foster will be underneath, then he makes the catch. That'll be 2 outs. That's unbelievable. That home run. Canady to Brookins now. Now the question is, can Jack Morris go all the way? That's going to be a strike. Sometimes a no-hitter disguises a lot of things. McEnany to Brookins. It's going to be low 2-1. 2-1 with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss there. It'll be 2-2. Cincinnati is going to need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Swing and a miss there, and that's going to end the 7th inning. Home run by Darrell Evans. He only hit for Detroit. It scored a walk also. We're in the 7th inning stretch. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The score, Detroit 2, Cincinnati 0. Bottom of the 7th inning, Detroit 2, Cincinnati 0. Tony Perez will come in. He needs a base hit. Cincinnati needs base runners. Morris goes outside, ball 1. Darrell Evans, the hero of this game. He's the one with the 2-run shot. Swing and a miss there, and I'll tell you what, we always said Detroit would be more of an underdog today than tomorrow. Today they showed they can do it. Tomorrow they're at home. Right now they're winning 2-0. That's going to be strike 3. Good night. Perez goes down 1 out. Needed a hit here, and here's Pete Rose. Even a solo shot. A solo shot would be big, and Morris, that's going to be a strike. Rose is 0 for 1 today. In fact, this game has a pace of a soccer game. One means something, and there's a base hit. That's going to be the 3rd today for Cincinnati. Pete Rose is hot. The only hitter to do that. Bottom of the 7th, Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench is 0 for 2 with 1 out. Jack Morris is getting the first batter. That's going to be a strike here. You know, when he hit that 2-run home run, it would have been like a soccer game, as we said before. The flow, a 1-run home run, a solo shot, it's okay. Well, some team can come around and score. 2, it's like really 2 soccer teams scoring back-to-back. A strikeout here. Jack Morris looking good. There's going to be 2 outs. And this is huge if the tying run is on. Dan Dreesen. Very big in the bottom of the 7th inning. Morris to Dreesen, and that's going to be fouled back, 0-1. Very, very big. Dreesen, it's going to be low 1-1. You're not going to get that runner on. I don't care that it's only 2. It's getting that game-tying runner on base. It's going to be a change-up 1-2. It's hard to get anybody on base. Morris has done pretty well. Struck him out, and Jack Morris has had one heck of a day. A 3-hit shutout. He scatters all the runners. He's walked a couple, but right now it's 2-0 Detroit. We go to the 8th. Now here's Alan Trammell. McEnany again. That's going to be inside ball 1. This trend continues here in the top of the 8th. And it's going to be Cincinnati and Detroit for the Freeport Championship tomorrow in Detroit. That should be a good one. That's going to be a pitch here, 1-2 at his knees. McEnany to Trammell here in the top of the 8th. And it's going to be low 2-2. Cincinnati has not had good relievers either in the Champions League or this tournament. It's going to be fouled back 2-2. Detroit 2, Cincinnati nothing. Swing and a miss there, and that's strike 3. That's going to make it 1 out. Barbaro Garby. Garby now. That's going to be a strike, 0-1. Garby again will come up. You can't just stop now. You can't go like in soccer, a freeze. We keep saying soccer, but it's 2-0. You can't go in a freeze. It's going to be 1-2. If you go in a freeze and you just change the way you bat and play small ball or whatever, then Cincinnati might come back. Wait till they walk the first 2 batters. With nobody out, then you're going to wish you had more. That's Garby! And Garby a base hit. Garby will go to second. He might go to third. He is running as fast as he can. And Garby will stay at second. It's only their second base hit of the day here in the top of the 8th. There's 1 out, and you know that they won insurance. Here's Kirk Gibson in the top of the 8th with an out. Kirk, I told you, the only way he wouldn't get up in the 9th inning is if they had a few people come up to bat. Of course, you're talking about getting the first hit of the game. Now 2 hits later, it's going to be 1-1. That's going to be Gibson 2-1. He's going against McEnany and not Zachary. And it's going to be Hine 3-1. There's 1 out. Chet Lemon. That's going to be Gibson to right field. There's already 1 out. This will make it 2. So even if he made it to third, it wouldn't be sacrifice position. It's going to be 2 outs. Chet Lemon. Chet Lemon. That's going to be a ball outside. Lemon is 0 for 2. Errol Evans will come up in the 9th, and that's Lemons to right, and it'll hit the wall and take a funny bounce, and it's going to be 3-0. Look at this, it's going to be 3-0. I think it went over. It bounced over for a ground rule double, and it does. So it goes over the fence. This is AstroTurf. It's a little bit harder AstroTurf here in the 1970s. And it's 3-0, and they get insurance. And here's Lou Whitaker. Whitaker, the second baseman. That's going to be fouled back, 0-1 with 2 outs. Cincinnati, tremendous pressure tomorrow if they lose this one today. And It's going to be 1-1. McEnany to Whitaker. That's going to be low, 2-1. Detroit leading 3-0. Chet Lemon, huge base hit. We always knew Detroit. We knew Detroit underperformed. We knew they underperformed in the Champions League. And now you're going to play everybody once home and once away. Detroit's got to be a favorite. They got to be a favorite to really compete. 1-1, and it's going to be back there 2-2. I thought it was 1-1. I don't know why. But anyway, that's what you got. That's going to be a shot. Joe Morgan will pick it up. Will he throw to Perez? He does, and that's going to be an out. That's going to be out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Detroit with the insurance run. Score Detroit 3, Cincinnati 0. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Jack Morris is still going strong. 9 strikeouts, he's walked 3. He hasn't had a perfect day, but he's had a good solid day, and that's going to be a base hit. Beginning the 8th inning, a base hit here for Dave Concepcion off the first pitch, and you know they're coming to put pressure on you. Concepcion, and here comes Griffey. He's 0 for 2 today. Jack Morris is 3-0. They might have needed that Chet Lemon base hit. Might have needed that run there in the 8th inning. Detroit knows it. That's deep to right field. It might be 3-2, and it's gone. It's 3-2, and there's still no outs. Cincinnati's coming back here. How about this? 2 pitches thrown, and it's 3-2. You're talking about insurance runs. That was huge. And Jack Morris, that's done. And Willie Hernandez has to come in here in the bottom of the 8th. Geronimo, Foster, and Morgan. Oh, in the 8th inning, this game has turned tremendously. Detroit was really winning this game and looking good, and now it's going to be a strike. Cesar Geronimo walked in the 6th inning. Now it is 3-2 off 2 pitches. It's going to be 1-1. Ken Griffey, his first home run of the postseason. Not going down without fighting. It's going to be 1-2. Now this is like a new inning. You need to get Geronimo because the pressure will be on. That's going to be to left field. Underneath, hard hit, and making the catch, 1 out. That's Barbaro Garvey, 1 out. Here's George Foster. Oh my goodness, Cincinnati all of a sudden made this an incredible game. Foster, he fouls that one back, 0-1. Willie Hernandez here in the 8th inning. That's going to be a shot hook foul, and it'll be 0-2 with 1 out. So Hernandez now in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's now 3-2, and he strikes out. George Foster has not had a good day today. Can't leave everything going, and it's going to be 2 outs. They needed those 2. They had to get Geronimo and Foster if you're Detroit. For Cincinnati, though, you did your damage. I don't want to say everything else is bonus. You want to tie this game here. Morgan takes the strike there. Joe Morgan, 0 for 3 today. Wants to avoid 0 for 4. Hernandez, that's going to be a shot. To Whitaker, he bobbles it, and that's going to be an error. Whitaker bobbled it, that's going to be an error. And I don't know, they're going to say that it is a single and not an error, but that was a big juggle. Here's Tony Perez now. 2 outs. This is just a gigantic sort of, it's going to be a ball here, 1-0. It's going to be a gigantic sort of mess here for Detroit if they let Perez get on. That's the right field. It looks like it's going to be short. And underneath and making the catch is Cromartie. So, well, Cincinnati gets 2 on 2 pitches. Go to the 9th inning, and Detroit's got to get some more insurance. Manny Sarmiento, 1-0 in the playoffs, 3 innings pitched. He's only given up 2 hits. He struck out 4. No earned runs, no walks, and no ERA. The way he likes it. Lance Parrish, last ninth inning he came up in. He had one that's still going and counted for 3. That's going to be a strike. It's like the NBA, hit a 3-pointer. But his 3-pointer tied the game. They lost an extra inning. Swing and a miss there. It'll be quickly 0-2. You're Detroit, you know that they need a run. They can feel that they need a run. A swing and a miss there. Parrish goes down, 1 out. Cincinnati can feel the momentum. Next inning, it's going to be Rose, Bench, and Dreesen. Saramiento to Evans now, 1 out. Swing and a miss here, 0-1. Darrell Evans, the hero. The home run, the 2-run shot. Make it 2-0. And it's got the first lead for Detroit in this series. And it's going to be 1-2, a strike here. Evans would like to hit one more and give him cushion. It's going to be outside 2-2. You got Rose, Bench, and that is big as Perez will pick it up. Get the out here, it's going to be 2 outs. Rose, Bench, and Dreesen. Dreesen's batting average has gone way down. He hasn't had a great series, even though this is only game number 2. Sarmiento to Cromartie is 0 for 3. And that's going to be fouled back 1-1. Top of the 9th inning with 2 outs. Detroit trying to get another run. It's going to be 2-1. Detroit 3, Cincinnati 2. That's jammed him, and he goes to right field. High and underneath. And making the catch is Griffey. Well, here we go, Cincinnati. If they score 2 runs, they win the championship. It's 3-2 Detroit. Let's set the scene. Rose, Bench, and Dreesen. And if Cincinnati scores nothing, we go to an all-or-nothing game 3 in Detroit tomorrow. Cincinnati scores 1 run. We go to extra innings. They score 2. Cincinnati is champions. Cincinnati Reds will be world champion. Well, Freeport League champion. Hernandez to Rose. That's going to be early on a strike. Rose is 1 for 2 today. Early on, base hits were hard to get by. Pitch, it's going to be down low, 1-1. Cincinnati trying to lose the moniker of can't win the big one. It's going to be a fastball away, 2-1. Willie Hernandez trying to get the 2-inning save. Rose swings and misses. It's going to be 2-2. 2-2 to P. Rose. They get P. Rose. That's going to be big. Hernandez at 2-2. Inside, it's going to be a full count. If they walk him, watch out. Hernandez the 3-2. Walked him, ball 4, and Cincinnati's got the tying run on first. Here in the bottom of the 9th. Get the tying run on first, and here's Johnny Bench. Are they going to win it here, or do we got baseball tomorrow? It's going to be a ball inside. Hernandez not looking that great. Not getting ahead of anybody here. Hernandez, it's going to be ball 2. Close, but they don't give it to him. 2-0, and it's going to be 3-0. I don't know. Looks like Hernandez is losing it. The 3-0 to Bench. That's 4, and they got 2 on with nobody out. They walk Bench in 4 pitches. They got to get Hernandez out of there. He has no control. And he's going to throw to Dreesen. Dreesen in the Darren King League, he was 2nd with 17 RBI. And Rose is the tie game, and Bench is the championship. He's going to foul that off 0-1. Willie Hernandez, this got to be his last batter. Dave Concepcion is on fire. That's going to be carving, and it's going to be foul quickly 0-2. Detroit 3, Cincinnati 2, bottom of the 9th inning. The 0-2, Hernandez to Dreesen. It's going to be 1-2. It'll be 2-2 low. Very, very tense. As Dan Dreesen, he's 0 for 3 today. He gets a base hit. They can tie this game up with nobody out. The 2-2 with nobody out. That's going to be a shot to first. Evans is going to take it and throw to second. They get one, and they only get one. They only get one, so double play clause is on. They could end the inning on a double play by Concepcion, but Hernandez is going to pitch to Concepcion. I don't know about this. There's going to be one out, and everybody just chewing on their fingernails. Rose is in sacrifice position with one out. Concepcion. Throw to first. He gets back. Willie Hernandez. Hernandez. That's going to be low ball one. You don't want to load the bases up. You don't want to because of the walk. Dreesen is the championship. That's going to be a strike. Oh, that was inside. Everybody is tense. Everybody making mistakes here. Concepcion is 2 for 3 today against Hernandez. 29th pitch, it's going to be inside, 2-1. Oh my goodness. Very tense here. Rose is on third. Here's the pitch to Concepcion. That's a base hit to left field. The championship's coming around second, and he's going to third, and it's going to be safe at second and third, and the championship will be at third with one out. Dave Concepcion is tied at 3. And now here comes Griffey. And Hernandez should just walk Griffey. And Griffey had a home run last time, a 2-runner. And Hernandez will walk Griffey. And now here comes Dan Petrie. Maybe a batter or two too late. Dan Petrie. Championship is at third with one out. Cesar Geronimo, can he be the hero and get Cincinnati over the slump? Petrie, and it's going to be inside ball one. Cesar Geronimo knows what he has to do. Sometimes there's so much pressure, you can't think of anything. That's going to be a strike. Petrie 1-0, 5 innings, 1 earned run, 5 hits, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks, an ERA at 180. He's got to get that lower or else they lose the title. Petrie, outside 2-1. Cesar Geronimo could be the hero. They get him, George Foster will come up next. A fly ball, and they're going to win the championship. That's going to be a ball, ball 3. One more ball, and it's Cincinnati celebrating. They know that Petrie's got to throw it right down the middle, and Geronimo knows that this is a tough position. The 3-1. That's a base hit, and Cincinnati has won it all. They swept Detroit. They were down 3-0. They came back. 2 pitches in the 8th inning to make it 3-2. And Cesar Geronimo's the hero. He goes into left field, and Cincinnati has won the Freeport International Tournament 4-3 and 2 games to none. Well, they certainly got rid of that image of not winning the big one by winning a big one. It isn't the Champions League final, but they're showing everything, and for Detroit out crushing. They led 3-0 in the 8th inning, in the bottom of the 8th inning, and in 2 pitches it was 3-2. And in here they kept on just way too long with Willie Hernandez. And Willie Hernandez way too long with Jack Morris, and way too long with Willie Hernandez. And that's it. I mean, that was the big time. And that's big time as Cincinnati wins it all. 4-3, they win the championship. Oh my goodness. Cincinnati, a 4-3 winner, 2 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th. They win the Freeport Internationals. They get rid of a little bit of that moniker of not winning the big one. They get rid of a lot of it. Of course, it's a Champions League. Nobody has ever talked about and said that they weren't good regular season team. They're a very good regular season team, but teams, everybody said, well, when they get in the playoffs, they don't go well. They won Game 3 at Philadelphia after being blown out. Game 1 at Philadelphia, and they win 4 straight playoff games. Game 2 at home, 2-0. Game 3 on the road in a blowout, 13-8. Game 1 here, as they won 9-4 in extra innings, and they keep winning the close ones. They were down 3-0 in the 8th inning. Jack Morris, I'm telling you right now, this has just been absolutely devastating for Detroit. As they go into the Champions League, they had visions of winning the Freeport League and going into the Champions League with a lot of momentum. They get a lot of momentum, but they'll go in knowing that what they got to do and their strategy they got to change. You can't change team members, because remember, the 1984 Tigers can't trade for Babe Ruth, but you can certainly trade strategies, and you can learn from this. And that's what they're going to have to do as they lose this game 4-3. They lose it 4-3, and the MVP of this series, we got to take a look here. The MVP of this series, and we're going to take a look. MVP is Dave Concepcion, not Perez. Perez and Concepcion went 5 of 9. Perez went 2 of 9 with 4 RBI. But Concepcion went 5 of 9. He had 556. By far and away in 2 games, the best hitter for Cincinnati. By far and away. And that's incredible. Extra innings in Game 1, and then 1 run in Game 2. If these 2 teams are in the same league, because remember, you play everybody in your league once, home and away, and then if they end up in the same league, that's going to be a really fun one to watch. If Cincinnati and Detroit end up in different leagues in the Champions League, which means they could play in the finals, then it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting there, because both of them have the makeup of making the finals. Of course, Detroit got in there with a 5-4 record, but in the playoffs, they did what they needed to do. They came back. I mean, it was big. Cincinnati, throughout the double elimination, Cincinnati beat the 27 Yankees 8-2 early on. And Detroit, I'm trying to find them. Detroit, where did the Tigers go? Maybe it was the second round. I don't know. Detroit beat the 86 Mets. They beat the 86 Mets 11-10. So they came back and they go to the semifinals there. I still want to know who won game, who did the Mets here? We got to take a look at this. Let's just take a look at the scores. I do this and it's crazy. A recap here really quickly. We'll go all the way through the scores and everything going here. Double elimination. Okay, here we go. 1960 Pirates didn't get in. They lost 9-8. So anyway, it was the first day Detroit beat the Marlins 5-2 in that rematch. Remember that. Cincinnati beat the Yankees 8-2. Then the second day, the losing teams played, which were none of these teams. The third day, Detroit lost to the 72 Pirates 5-3, sending Detroit into an elimination game. The 76 Reds also had to go in the same elimination game. So they both won the first game, lost their second game. So in their third game, Detroit beat the New York Mets 11-10. They were down 8-1, and Detroit made it 11-8, and they held on 11-10. They came back twice. That was their first major comeback. And Cincinnati, in the bottom of the 9th inning, scored 2 runs. They really were the clutch team of this whole tournament, as they could have been eliminated there. They end up scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning to move on to the next round. And they moved on to the semifinal round. In Game 1, Detroit was up 5-0 and ended up winning 7-5. Ended up holding on a 7-5 win. Well, the Athletics blew out Cincinnati. And in game number 2, the Tigers were down 11-0 and ended up winning 12-11. Their major blowout there, and they go into the finals. And the Cincinnati Reds won 2-0 off of a balk and off of a Tony Perez, who was it Perez or Concepcion? It was Concepcion that got the base hit there. And then in the last game, it was 13-8. Concepcion had a home run. Dreesen Morgan. Perez had 2 home runs. That was incredible. 2 home runs and 5 RBI. And then in the championship game, the first one went 11 innings. So Cincinnati didn't dominate this. And going into the Champions League in March, they're going to, in April actually, we're going to get everything going in March, April, and probably late April, because I'm going to be traveling around Thailand in late April. Then what we'll do is we'll go May and June, late April, May, and June. And then when we come back in August, we're going to finish August and September. And that'll be the Champions League 100 broadcasts. And then we're going to go into the playoffs, which will go through October. And we'll start football in November and December. That should be really good. But that's next year. That's a lot. And this game today, as you saw, 4 runs after being down 3-0, 2 in the 8th and 2 in the 9th. Well, that's it for us today. The championship game goes to the Cincinnati Reds as they win the series 2-0. It was a great day, a great game, and we will see you next time. Watch our NASCAR series. Tomorrow we're going to be in race number 3 of 11. We'll see you then.